This is how I see creation. And then I'm gonna end this. I look at it as everything was dark. So then everything was connected. There was nothing that had a unique sound or frequency. Okay? So I look at this like a seed. Okay? So everything was a seed. Had all the information stored in it. Everything was uniformed, everything looked the same. But something germinated that seed. Something allowed the seed to branch out. Now, in my belief, I believe it to be a sound. I actually believe it to be an orgasm, because I believe that this universe that we're in right now is created off of sexual energy. So it has to do with, well, it's interesting because one's pineal gland looks very similar to a female's clitoris. And if you stimulate or rock the bell, interesting things happen. Jingle bell, jingle bell. Anyway, so I believe that this seed was sparked with an A frequency, an archon, A angel, ancestor, A sound, and that A sound split, because you know, like a tree, it does two things. The seed kind of grows like a thing at the bottom, and then the seed kind of grows something at the top, because this is the formation of a tree. So the top is like your stump, and then the bottom is your roots. So when she said this is her heart chakra. So basically, think of it like we're all dead, and you use a little paddles to shock something back to life. I think something shocked creation back into life. Orgasm maybe, or just see, okay, because what would be orgasm? Orgasm would be symbolic for like sexual glorification or sexual pleasure, but sex is just just a variation of love, you know. So something had to spark love into creation. There had to be probably the sexual energy. But anyway, you know, I'm just thinking. So once it germinated out, her heart chakra went up, which created the tree of knowledge. So that's when the tree went up, and then it produced the tree of life, which would be the root chakra, sperm, eggs, all that stuff down there. Relief. Yeah, like, you know, there had to be so much pressure in whatever was battling in that prior existence. That's something, because sexual frustration is also relief. You know, we get so frustrated with the world. Some people can't even orgasm because of the world. The world has frustrated them so much, they can't even orgasm or get that relief. Anyway, it branched out. One tree, one spiral went up, one spiral went down, or rotated, whatever way you want. But it's the creation of the body. And as the body then was produced, we have the body now connected to the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. It said in the Bible, do not eat of the tree of knowledge, but you can eat of the tree of life. So basically, this was every time this deity would orgasm, she would produce a body. But it didn't have its own individual consciousness. This is where your hive mind comes from. So every time she produced a body, that body was just a reflection or connected to the consciousness of that original source. One of the bodies that I think was produced was like a twin. And she produced this this body to give her sexual glorification. Eat her out. You know, I do believe that the original creator, God, deity, created a twin or a reflection. Think about it. I love myself, so I would create a reflection of myself to please myself. It would make sense, you know. So it creates a reflection to please oneself. And This can kind of be like Lilith. She did not want to lay on her back to Adam. This would be symbolic for the twin Tamara, Tia and Tamara. So the mirror did not want to eat out the original Prime Creator. She was like, you eat me out. It's my turn. You know, and Prime Creator was like, bitch, like, no, it's your job. Your job is to eat me out. You know, so that kind of caused the rift, the issues. But now, you know, eating of the tree of knowledge. Wow, okay, I get it. Okay, so, so Prime Creator was told that you can produce bodies. You can eat from the tree of life, so you can produce life. But you can't have your life eat from your tree. Get it? You can't have your life eat from your tree. So when Prime Creator created her reflection, and her reflection was supposed to, you know, help her teach herself how to speak, teach herself how to act, teach herself how to be, you know, a higher being. But no, she created this deity, okay, eat this box. And it was forbidden, you know, whatever deity or energy in her consciousness told her the sciences of creation, it told her, do not let your creation eat of you. But her creation ate of her, it tapped into her pineal gland or her clitoris, and now it became sentient or conscious. As it ate of that water, because remember, water, liquid, embodies spirit. She embodied the spirit that came from that or that relief, and now she is embodying the frequency of relief, and she can't be relieved submitting to another deity. So, essentially, that deity or that energy that no longer, this is deep, when that deity or that energy no longer, because I believe it's the original Lucifer. I believe there's 3 Lucifers, just like we believe there's 3 Adams. I believe the original Lucifer was female, and it was turned into a androgynous or metamorphosis being, like both deities. I don't know, androgynous, whatever word it is. It basically, it's clitoris elongated into a penis. Because, okay, this is the science of how I came to this conclusion. When Prime Creator created this reflection and was like, okay, eat me out, I don't think that's all they did. See, I look at life. In life, lesbians do this little scissor thing. You know, they rub on each other. One becomes the dominant and one kind of becomes the submissive. The dominant, you know, kind of uses her sexual organ kind of like a vibrator or like a small penis. So essentially, I honestly believe that clitoris went into Prime Creator, and it was like a relationship. You know, and I believe that this energy morphed its body into a penis just so it can please. Everything's about pleasing the woman. Even the woman pleases the woman. So everything's about pleasing the woman. You know, so I believe that this was in the beginning, you know, like a relationship. You know, it was 2 lesbians. 2 lesbians were together. That was the original creations. And I believe that both of them learned what you might call immaculate conception. But just how to birth life. Remember, I said it can birth life through orgasm. You know, so I believe that once Prime Creator was distraught that her first creation fucked her over, she said, fuck that. I'm no longer going to have, you know, a female construct. I'm going to create, you know, what I like out of this female anyway, a dick. So it creates another body. And now this becomes your father or your masculine energy, and then they fuck, and then they produce a child, you know, which would be your third Lucifer, you know, the child, which is where your Adam story starts and the Bible and things like that. That's kind of how I look at it, you know. But where did the original female go? Like the original lover of God. That is where I think you get like your Lilith, you know, your demon or your anger, and it's constantly always combating or going against God, which is a female. So it's like female battles. You know, it's like Lilith, call it like Lilith and Diana, you know. But yeah, you know, so the son, because think about this. So now you got the son who has no clue about this evil twin of Prime Creator, but now is, because this is deep too, the son. So let's see if we can get the story right. So you get Prime Creator, you get Prime Creator's lover, which is a female. She was banished, Okay, so now you have Prime Creator's second creation, which was a man. They sleep together. They have a child. All right. Say, they say. Okay, so think of it like this. The original Prime Creator kept giving out her spark. So before you know it, she dies. So this is essentially how I want you to kind of understand. It keeps creating things. Animals, fucking, keeps it going. Keeps creating bodies. Okay? While the twin is stuck in a fucking cave. Keeping all her life spark in her. Eventually, Adam is left alone. Or this energy is left alone. The sun is left alone. And it's like, what the fuck? I don't know what to do. You know, I'm here. And then the twin comes along. And I think the twin sleeps with the son. God damn, I'm just trying to figure out, like, in the life, what kind of shit would that be? That would be like a mess. Like, your sister slept with your son. Yeah. And then they produce kids. And we get, like, a whole lot of incest. We get a whole lot of weird shit going on in our world right now. Different angers, different people raising you. It's deep, you know. You being raised by the sister. She hates your mom. So imagine what that puts on you. Your stepmom or aunt is constantly bashing what you come from, bashing you because you're the egg that came from that. Like, it's deep. It's